Good morning. So we're going to have a little look at the tractor this morning and the problems that we were having yesterday. We think we've got a couple of ideas, and actually one of them's possibly more to do with the tractor than the implement, which is a bit of a pest. But we do have an idea how to fix it, so I'm going to have a little look around and I'll show you the bits that we're going to have a look at this morning. Okay, so we think possibly that the issue is the clutch. If Dean demonstrates a little bit, it's not really meant to be touching where you can see there's a dark patch on it. It's not really meant to be touching the bracket above it. Here, there's supposed to be a bit of a gap. So Dean, not myself, I'm going to hold things and do as I'm told. He's going to have a go at fixing that. And then it should help the PTO, which I'll take you around and show you in a moment, to turn, because that's turning on its own, but it's not turning when we attach any implements. So this in front of me here, this is a PTO. This is what needs to turn to make the implement work. If we engage the clutch to engage the PTO, at the minute you have to kind of force the gear in to make it work. As soon as you attach anything, it doesn't turn, which we kind of thought was the implement was seized, but actually it's a possibility that it's to do with the clutch. So we're going to try and problem solve that first and see where we get.
Right. So the plan is, we need to adjust this pedal so that in here we've got a nice gap, which is about 2 fingers worth, which as you can see is 0 gap at the moment. So we're going to adjust it down here somewhere, and we'll do that by undoing this lock bolt here and turning this shaft, which is the shaft that operates the clutch. So with our trusty 11/16 spanner, we're going to try and just slacken off this bolt. We don't want to slacken it too far, because if it's too loose then we'll never get it to go back together again. But as we undo that nut, this little gap down here, which you might be able to see and you might not, with the screwdriver, this gap in here will start to open up.
Oh, yeah.
And that will allow us a bit of movement without moving the clutch, in theory. Oops. Unfortunately, there isn't much room to work with. There it goes, you see it went slack there. So the plan now is we're going to slacken it down somewhere there. Because we need to turn that shaft so it's close to where the release bearing is, which is about there. There's tension now. So we've got that to where the tension is, and we're going to hold that there somewhere. And then with my third hand,
Do you want me to hold it?
would you hold that screwdriver just there? I'm going to hold all of that together, and I am going to attempt to tighten up the bolt that we've slackened. Oops. In theory, we'll have some clearance on the clutch, all the while making sure that we've still got that nice bit of a pedal gap. That should be tight. So if we let go of everything now, we've got just a bit of a gap there. It's not quite enough, so we might have to give it a bit more adjustment. So he should be slacker now. So we're going to hold that down all the way to where the just about there. Just about.
You want me to hold anything?
I think so.
Cool.
I'm just going to try and tighten it up by turning them not the correct way. And in theory, without once again consulting the workshop manual,
There's a gap now. Little one.
we'll see what happens.
Okay, so Dean has adjusted it all now, and as you can see, the pedal is not moving nearly as much, and there is a tiny bit of a gap underneath at the bottom here now. So hopefully that might have helped. Let's see. So naturally, rookie error, we haven't got the keys, so I'm gonna have to go back and find them. Okay, Dean's gonna start the tractor up now and see if this pedal's working a bit better.
Important to remember it's all in neutral, and hopefully disengaged on the PTO now.
Yeah.
Push all the way to the floor, pull the lever backwards. We've got a little bit of clutch slip, which isn't ideal. But we have got some clearance, so it should start to work for us now.
Okay, we're gonna take it outside now and have a go and see if everything works with the machinery attached. Obviously, we're not gonna try that out in a barn, it wouldn't be very safe or very fair on our poor chickens. See you in a minute.
So this is the sickle bar mower that we've bought to go behind the tractor, which hopefully is going to work now after a little bit of work this morning. But obviously we can't use it with the blades in an upright position. So the first thing we need to do is drop the linkage on the tractor, like so. And then if you come round here, this bar pulls up the blades with this trusty nut. So what we'll do is we'll take off the nut whilst holding the blade up for safety's sake. That can just go there a moment. And it's very important to be careful of these teeth, these reciprocating teeth. As you put the blade down, you'll drop, but we don't want you anywhere near them. Or you get to the moving parts. And now we're ready to mow.
See if it works. As you can see, it is working, but as you can also see, it's raining, so we are going back inside. But at least we know when it's drying out, we are ready to go with a working tractor and a working mower.